Hey, welcome back. My name is Rob Peoples. You can call me Peeps. Y'all, I'm going to kind of talk about a lesson that I learned from one of the best team leaders I've ever had in my life, and his name was Scott. Scott, I hope you see this. But I'm going to pass this along, right? Great knowledge being passed along. I think it's a good thing to make people better. And what I'm talking about today is really quite simple, but I'm going to put it in a context that hopefully gets everybody to understand it from its root. So I'll ask you all a hypothetical question. I'll ask you to answer that question in your mind. My question is, what are your goals? Think about that for a minute. As a matter of fact, if you want to pause the video for a moment and actually write down, actually do that for me. I want you to think for a moment, what are my goals this year, this week, and this month? Say that again. What are my goals this year, this month, and this week? We'll say it in the right order this time. Now you can go ahead and pause the video. I want you to write that down. Okay. So if you did pause the video, welcome back. If not, sweet, smooth transition. But at any rate, goals, right? You wrote them down on a piece of paper, on your whiteboard, on your phone, whatever it is. Once you've written them down, what good is it, right? It's good to keep in front of you, right? It's good to keep as a visual reminder of what you told yourself you would do. But I want you to think about something. If you wrote down one of your goals personally was, I want to run a marathon, does that mean you're going to do it? Does that mean you'll be able to? Absolutely not. Okay. As someone who literally, in a practice just the other day, I completed a half marathon and I'm ready to do it for real. But folks, do you know how long it took me to do that? Do you think just writing it down and saying this is my intention, do you think that alone got me to that point? And the answer is no. Right? Now let's shift gears for a minute. And this, again, I credit to my old business leader, Scott. He got me to understand that goals, once you write them down, are pretty much nothing more than words on paper. It's great, but it doesn't do anything. And he taught me, Rob, there's a difference between goals and standards. Now I'm going to explain it. Why not? Since I just did it in terms of a marathon or preparing for a half marathon like me, right? So I wrote the goal down. I know it's there. Right? I can put it up on my board and look at it, but that's about it. Remember that. Now let's think about the standards. What are the standards that I would need to adhere to in order to complete that marathon? Half marathon. I'm giving myself too much credit. Well, 1, I have to commit to a calendar. 2, on longer runs, I have to eat carbs on 2 certain days so that I'm prepared for that longer run. 3, I need to be stretching every day so that I don't hurt myself. 4, I need to be icing my legs, especially on the weekend when I have a recovery day. 5, I'm going to run 1 mile on Tuesday, 2 miles on Wednesday, 5 miles on Thursday, 10 miles on Fridays. I'm going to do that consistently for 30 days. Okay, now, folks, those are just a tiny amount of an example of what it took to get to that point. And those of you that have ran that far, you know what I'm saying, right? But anything hard takes that type of commitment. So I ask you, Realtors, let's look at your business. Let's look at your goals, right? My goal is to have X amount of listings. My goal is to close this many things. My goal is to close 5 condos in this complex, whatever it is. You wrote it down on a piece of paper, right? Great. Put it up. Let's now think about the stuff that matters. What are your standards? Let me give you some examples to get you started. These standards are more important than those goals. You want to write something down? Write down standards. All right. So here's an example, and I'm making these up for you. But one of my standards is every single Monday, I'm going to start at 6 a.m. instead of 9 a.m. this month, because I know those extra hours will add up. The second thing I'm going to do is first thing Monday morning, I'm going to be handling all of my follow-ups. Past, current, present clients that I have in my pipeline. Monday, between 9 and 10 every Monday is the time that I will make sure that is handled consistently. Okay. On Tuesdays, I'm going to make sure that I coach the rest of my team by running a webinar on Tuesdays at 3:30 p.m. I will define those subjects in the future, but it will happen every single Tuesday at 3:30. It's going on my calendar right now. Okay. Now, those are just 3 examples, much related to the eating right, practicing running a certain miles on certain days, being very particular. Now, a goal is nothing more than words after it's done. I'll say it one more time for good measure. A standard is something actionable. something that you actually do, something that leads to the accomplishment of a goal, right? So I ask you, every single person watching this, think about the next 30 days. What are your goals? And then I want you to ask yourself, what are the standards, much like running a marathon, that I need to adhere to daily in order to accomplish that goal? Okay, now if you do that, what you're going to find is you may run that half marathon much earlier than you anticipated. And I'm going to tell you I did. I hit it like a month ahead of schedule because I stuck so stringently to that plan. It's amazing how your results can grow when you are hyper-focused on standards versus just a set of goals. So think about your business today. Think about what are the things you will do on Mondays between 9 and 11, between 1 and 3, Tuesdays, so on and so forth. Everything should go on your calendar. Little things, small things, be intentional, and you will find that those standards will lead you to your goals faster than you could possibly imagine. So thank you to my friend Scott for that everlasting message. And I hope that with all of you realtors watching today, you let that sink in and you make it a part of the way you plan every single month and every time you write down a goal. Because when you do, you will accomplish them every time. So thanks for joining me. My name is Rob Peoples. You can call me Peeps, and I hope to see you again. We'll see you soon.